going to be the Pope of the poor, I guess, is his mantra.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, well, that makes sense. Looks like we're well on our way. He'll be everybody's Pope.
I think that Pope of the Poor thing and the whole his naming and everything else was actually there's a clip here that another one from France 24, which was
down the drain. No, France.
No. That's another topic.
Okay, what do you have?
Like I printed this out and it came out in 2-point type, and I can barely.
You print out your clips?
I print out the list of clips.
Oh, okay.
So then I can check them off the list as we go through.
By the way, I fixed the keyboard on the fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you've done that a number of times.
Yes. Yeah. So
Francis won. Try that one.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Reforms and so on.
Now, he's apparently going to take the name of Francis. How important is the choice of name for the Pope?
Hugely important. As I said earlier, the selection of the name often suggests the program, as it were, of the Pope. And the person I immediately think of course, as I'm sure the entire world thinks of when they hear this, is Francis of Assisi, il povero, the little poor man. That is really, I think, the great inspiration, one of the great inspirations of Bergoglio's own life. I think, I say this only, of course, half-jokingly, but I think some of the cardinals will be afraid that he will wander through the Vatican Museum and start selling off the treasures. He's a person who is quite radical in his sense of the way the gospel is a message to the poor and the downtrodden in the first place. And I think that
the downtrodden. You know, I do what most people do, and I just look at the guy and go, douchebag. It's just easy. You look at him, it's like, not trusting him. Don't you get like a weird gut feeling when you just look at the guy?
Nah.
Yeah, I did. There was something else weird that. So of course, when who was the artist formerly known as the Pope? What was his name? The Benedict.
Prince.
Yes. So when Prince Benedict abdicated. Stepped down, quit. Lightning struck the Vatican. And when Pope Francis was inducted to the Pope Hall of Fame, a seagull sat atop the chimney. The seagull is always a symbol of a coming storm in maritime lore.
Yeah, well, that's because usually, for example, around here, since I'm kind of close to the water, if I see a lot of seagulls in the neighborhood rather than the normal crows that are all over the place, which are, by the way, don't trust a crow.
How can I help?
It's certainly not if you're selling Bitcoin.
Anyway, so the crows are usually all over the place, and sometimes a raven or two.